have just loved it here for how many years? I came here when I was 13 and I'm 98 now. That's a few years.
85 years.
Yeah.
That they have a very great family. And there are lots of trees that I can climb.
And you know, people say sometimes they have trouble adjusting. I didn't have any trouble at all. Everybody loved me from the beginning, and I don't know why. I love them all. So it's all positive.
You could say what it was like to come across the United States in the wagon train.
You want me to tell you when I went on the covered wagon?
Yeah.
How did that feel? Was it bumpy?
Yeah, it was. It was they didn't have rubber tires then. Yep.
And my kids all went to school here. They were big athletes and you know, very important, and you know, all had offices in the school where they wouldn't have if we were in Boston again.
We would have.
But I mean, they might have. They might have, but they really did here. There was no problem. Luckily, my kids all came back to live within a mile of me, and I feel quite flattered.
Nice.
I am thrashing out Rockwell beans at this moment, just on the outside chance that Georgie would need some more seed.
Beat with a fork. And then the hose is thrown away and the beans stay on the wheelbarrow. And Bill and Georgie offered to let me use their combine for this, but unfortunately the combine is no more. It went down with the barn. So I'm using the Freeman Boyer method of thrashing beans.
Back in the bottom there.
And then they get dumped into a tray, and the debris fall out, and then when the wind comes up, I dump them out of the bucket into this tray, and all the chaff blows away. But it requires wind, and we have a miserably beautiful day today with no wind, and that's very rare on this prairie.
I was here sort of at the end of Depression, and it was pretty bad. I think the farmers were better off than a lot of people because they you know, of course they raised their food, and they did have crops to sell at very little, but they survived. They survived. It wasn't very good, but it was kind of sad. Edwin said they all sat around the table, and he said, "I have to tell you, we've lost the farm." Oh, you know, that was pretty sad. But being a Sherman, they're pretty strong, and had a lot of will. And Grandpa, with all his kids, they farmed and got it back somehow, little by little, and.
But I want to tell you, every year there's daffodils come up on the bank below Sylvia's place.
Oh, yeah.
Doris died in the flu epidemic in 1918, and my dad had it, and he came close to dying, and they were almost afraid to go to a funeral because go up in the cemetery and see how many people died. And so Grandma Sherman planted those daffodil bulbs in memory of her soon after she died, and every year they come up.
So
that's really cool, man. And you know, So I think everybody that lives here, it's in the family, ought to know that, you know.
I think the best part of it was in our family there was a man that had such a great sense of humor that he made us laugh every single day, whether they were bad days or good days. And even when Marilyn and Dale and
There's a horn.
must be being
Okay.
recorded.
No, I've been out tilling up my garden.
Oh, you've been working in your garden. Well, we're sitting here drinking.
Well, that figures.
Yeah.
I hope you aren't running out of wine.
No.
Yeah.
Did Marilyn, we gotta use those up too.
Oh boy.
We haven't opened that yet. The other ones were.
Are you still?
Time for 1 minute.
Cost $4.95 each.
Yeah, growing up here was wonderful. It was a small town atmosphere. We knew everybody. We were involved in every sport, every activity, everything that went on, and everybody liked everybody. What a wonderful thing to be able to grow up in that situation. And I wouldn't have had it any other way. The end.